E, gente, como estão? Tudo bem com vocês? Continuando Alan Wake, exatamente onde paramos em Alan Wake 2.
Felt it. Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Caralho. Enfim, agora eu tô nerfado, né? Eu tô sem uma luz e sem a cadeira. Eu tô de férias, então eu não estou na minha casa, né? Eu sou de férias da faculdade, então eu estou fora de casa aqui com um computador. E é isso, acontece. Mas eu não consegui ficar sem jogar Alan Wake, né? Então aí acontece, a vida dá dessa. Aí estou eu. Ah, eu vim aqui, né? Antes eu tinha ido pra lá. Ela tá com coisa aqui. Não é? Foi aqui que eu vim da outra vez? É, eu cheguei a apontar isso aqui já. Onde que eu tenho que ir? Deixa eu olhar os objetivos. Vá ao apartamento no Parliament Tower. Ah, tá. Aquela torre que apareceu na cutscene aquela hora, né? Ah, bora lá. Cadê?
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Levar as 3 luzes, né? Vai que precisa de uma terceira. Ah, aqui, essa torre tava aqui antes.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Tem aquele eco lá, né? Eu vou lá olhar de novo, porque eu sou curioso pra caralho. Calma aí, porra. Deixa eu subir aqui. Cara, tá falando que tem um eco bem ali, ó, mas não tem nada ali. E não é em cima. Eu escuto vozes, sabe? Eco. Que eco que tem pra olhar aqui, cara? Seria tipo aqui assim, ó. Pô, só se for ali em cima, mas não dá pra chegar ali em cima. É, eu desisto. Meu Deus, são muito bicho ali. Vamos pra torre? Enrolação. Ali. telefone.
The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I...
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come.
Wait, hello?
Pô, assim, eu nunca joguei, mas o Scratch não é derrotado no American Nightmare? American Nightmare. Tá até escrito lá, Scratch. Opa.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Tá iluminado, né? Não precisa da lanterna. Cara. Assombrado. O cara.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Parece... Nossa, está... Nossa. Enfim, eu ia falar que o elevador tá dando...
Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Abre! Eu ia falar que o elevador tava dando muita vibe de... O iluminado.
Alice.
Escolher fotos para cartazes da mostra.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
O que é isso aqui?
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Que símbolo é aquele, cara? Aquela bolinha ali do Naruto. Aquele redemoinhozinho ali. Opa.
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
Vídeo arte dock nas telas mode. Ponto focal do lugar obscuro. Opa. Parte 1.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
A luz tá piscando ali atrás.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Era o Scratch, não era?
He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
O Scratch ali. Cara. Aquela luz piscando me deu muita agonia, velho. Acho que não tem mais nada aqui, né? Deixa eu entrar ali então. Caralho, que transição foda foi essa?
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Caralho. A música. Só um minuto, já sabe, né? O corte. Pronto. Acabou. Voltou pra saga.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Caralho.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Essa sala agora tá aberta. Caixa de sapato. Foi pra salvar o jogo. Olha que bizarro. Mas aqui continua fechado. Aprimoramento de arma. Ou 14, nice. Fala mais dano inimigos atordoados, cegos ou derrubados. E aqui. Tamanho do... Cara, acho que eu vou pegar esse aqui, hein?
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Caraca, os upgrades é o Alan. Caraca, que foda. Daqui é a música de agora. Televisão. Quadro de casa que tem coisa nova, mas antes, deixa eu olhar aqui em volta.
Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
É que não tem mais nada.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Calma, deixa eu ir no quadro de casos pra botar mais coisa lá.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Tá. Só tenho isso. Os outros casos. Aqui é a seta da árvore. Meu Deus, é muita coisa, cara. Ué, que outro caso que tem coisa? Não tem mais caso. Ah, tá. A
The pages
história.
we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Esse Return não é o livro que o Sr. Dor lá do talk show falou. E o Alan disse que não foi ele que escreveu? Porque foi o Scratch não que escreveu? Meu Deus, é muita coisa. Meu Deus, é muita coisa, cara. Para depois.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Dá pra fazer ele
Standing
ler. Aí.
inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Isso vai acontecer daqui a pouco, cara.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Ah, caraca. Alterar a realidade. Pô, mas aqui não tem, cara. Então eu tenho que voltar pra cá pra alterar? Deixa eu ver.
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me.
Alternar a realidade, né? Na verdade.
I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it.
E rádio, mapa, tá. Palavra de poder, não tem nenhuma.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time we wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours.
Como é que faz pra voltar a parte da saga? Porque eu queria uma parte da saga antes. É aqui.
We have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness.
It was
Essa
locked on
música
the
é do
other
caralho.
side.
The story of the journey of Alan Wake. The musical.
Essa música é muito boa.
We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Cara, isso é muito bom, cara. Mas isso aí vai ficar pra depois, porque eu quero jogar a parte da... a música familiar. Vou jogar a parte da saga antes. Eu vi que o som do jogo estourou ali no OBS. Mas eu fiquei surdo também.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Peraí, rapidão. Tá. Tem mais uma coisa. Nossa, peraí. Eu odeio o OBS, cara. Eu odeio muito o OBS, ele é cara show. Ai, cara.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
Bom, vocês não perderam muita coisa não. Além do fato de que eu
The page
peguei...
placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery.
Isso que eu ia falar. Que eu peguei o carro pra vir pra
I should
Watery.
ask around.
Return 3. Moça local.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to
Nossa.
tell Casey that one later.
Underwater.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice.
É. Tendo eleições na cidade. O que mais tem aqui em volta?
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched...
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good day.
Opa. Não dá pra entrar ali. Bom dia.
I bet they have good fish here.
É.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everything. For watering.
Uma cabana ali. Uma moça.
Hello. How are you?
Mas a música tá me chamando.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus.
Valhalla o nome.
Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Aquela direção ele apontou. Antes de ir pra lá, eu quero ver o que tem nessa música, ver aqui em volta. Falar com mais gente. Tá vendo? Achei bala.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Hey, how's it going?
E aí, tudo bom? Eu espero que isso não dê copyright.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Mais munição. Festa do Austin encontra Swami Hall, rifas, karaokê e sketches. Slogan, Kovaputski, Caralhão, Piraca. Venham, venham todos. O monstro do lago Ness de Watery. Uma fonte anônima enviou esta fotografia para nossos editores, alegando que ela foi tirada durante a última lua cheia. Uma fera majestosa, escondida nas profundezas da água. Ou uma pegadinha elaborada. Uma criatura marítima que desafia as leis da natureza, ou um submarino da época da Guerra Fria. Um errante solitário em busca de companhia e compaixão, ou um monstro terrível atrás de sangue. Essas perguntas, entre outras, assombram a nossa equipe editorial aqui no The Bright Falls Record. Após um dos nossos hábitos, leitores enviaram essa misteriosa fotografia com prova de uma criatura não identificada está vagando pelas águas de Watery e fazendo uma rara, porém oportuna aparição. Essa empolgante observação pode ser o evento do ano. Enquanto mergulhamos mais fundo nesse mistério, nós aqui de The Bright Falls Record convidamos todos os nossos leitores para uma competição de nomes, como nossa fera local chamada Watery Wanda, Chad, o monstro marítimo. Envie suas sugestões agora mesmo. Mais atualizações e revelações conforme o desenrolar da história. Cara, eu não vou ler essa aqui, propaganda desse café, não. Ah, cara, tem o Wilmo, peraí. Parque de diversões é o único inaugurado em Watery. Scratch, Sarah apareceu ali. Calma, eu vi ali rapidão. Tenho certeza de que todos os nossos leitores conhecem Ilmo Koskela, que com a ajuda do irmão Jaco está fazendo a nossa pequena cidade de Watery se tornar um centro movimentado com seus diversos empreendimentos. O mais recente, Coffee World, está às vésperas da grande inauguração. Eu tive a chance de fazer algumas perguntas a Ilmo sobre Coffee World. Ilmo, do que se trata o Coffee World? Fico feliz que tenha perguntado. Coffee World é o maior parque de diversões com temática de café para todas as idades do mundo. E fica bem aqui, na nossa cidade natal, Watery. Tem todas as atrações, emoções e animação que você poderia pedir. E é claro, um monte de café fresco e delicioso, quente e gelado. Anota isso aí. Como surgiu essa ideia única de negócio? Bom, como você sabe, Estou cheio de ideias, foi uma lista, digamos assim, mas o que é mais importante para mim do que meus vários negócios de sucesso é a nossa cidade. Com a minha ajuda, podemos revitalizar o Watery e resgatar a economia, trazer os turistas de volta e nos divertir durante o processo também. Coffee World é tanto para os moradores locais como para os turistas. Qual atração Qual atração os visitantes não podem perder? Oh, porra. Ah, isso é como ter que escolher um filho favorito. É impossível. Mas a Slow Roaster com certeza é uma atração maravilhosa, cheia de mistério e magia. E o Espresso Express certamente dá frio na barriga. Além disso, não se esqueçam de passar na lojinha em café fresco, antes de ir embora. Nunca se sabe qual tesouro você pode encontrar. Ao menos café, imagino. Sim. Aqui é pra trocar de realidade de novo. Não, eu quero fazer a parte da saga inteira antes de ir pra parte do Alan.
You were a handsome dear.
É o gelador.
Excuse me. Do you know where... Hush! Artie's in the middle of a show. I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Possivelmente. Opa, mas o cara canta bem, hein? Enfim, vamos lá. Opa! Aí. Esse ponto de interesse aqui é a... Ué, não sei. Eu achei que fosse a... Só meu carro. Eu achei que esse ponto de interesse aqui fosse o... Caralho, como é que fala? A sala de manual. Ah, isso aqui. O Tom Zane. O meu orgulho terrivelmente estraga as profundezas obscuras da mente de um artista. Tom the Poet, um filme de Thomas Zane, uma alfinetada de luz em um oceano de escuridão, estrelando Thomas Zane como mergulhador, Valerie Yeager como uma presença obscura, Cynthia Weaver como mulher da luz, Lady of the Light, Emil Hartman como assistente escrito e dirigido por Thomas Wayne, baseado na obra de Alan Wake. O duplo obscuro na vida e obra de Thomas Zane. O velho Strat, Satão, nosso salvador. Que é isso, cara? Porra, mas o cara canta, hein? Acho que acabou, né? Ainda tá com ponto de interesse ali. Não tem nada aqui, acho que já foi tudo. Vamos ali. O que tem aqui?
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Eu também acho que não daria muito certo não, cara.
Hey, Seva, a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya? You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Acho que eles vão conversar mais. Mais munição. Assim que é bom. Eu gosto. Dá mais uma aí. É pilha. Se eu conseguisse pegar. As pilhas do Alan.
Hot.
É uma sauna, né? Isso aqui. As pilhas do Alan vêm para a saga? Não, né? Seria bom se viesse.
Have you
Mas
heard
acho
of
que não.
Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber. Not on the radio and not in the sauna.
É que tem que ir em direção à ponte, que é onde vai estar o cara. Aqui.
Hey,
Peguei.
Saga! Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Flooding did this?
Pois é, isso que eu tô me
Are
perguntando
you
também.
familiar with the cult of the tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled.
Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
Bizarro, cara.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest.
Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is.
Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Eu vi um.
I'm missing something. I should try profiling.
Sim, eu vou fazer isso. Só quero dar uma...
What's the point?
Ih?
Bridges are built so they can fall down. People come into your life so they can leave. We're all born so we can die.
Que isso, cara? Pera aí. Tá. Vamos lá. Porra, isso para depois aqui, tá?
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga. Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
É, isso é a parte um pouco complicada. É, tem que dar uma olhada nisso aí. Ah, a música que o cara tava cantando agora. Propaganda do Coffee World. E aqui.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
Cara, como que a saga faz isso, velho?
Elmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
Tá, mais uma pista. Não. Espaço da seita. Oh, caralho. Aí. Pronto.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Ok.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
The Koskelas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected?
Over to Bright Falls for
The spare
that,
key is at Coffee World.
thing.
First the witches at the diner.
Yep.
Now the
Must be
Koskelas.
busy at the park.
They all
These
think
are all
Logan and
peak
I used to
hours,
live
Yako.
here. Wake said
They're
the
just
horror story
slacking.
would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading? There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Jogo salvo. Pera aí, só... Vambora. Vambora, vambora. O que tem aqui? É, se ele deixou eu pegar a munição, os bichos vão aparecer aqui. Eu tenho 2 pilhas, o que eu acho muito pouco.
What was that?
Cara, esse jogo é muito tenebroso, vai tomar no cu.
Fuck!
FBI, show
Ah, não, não
yourself.
faz isso não. Eu odeio esse bicho, cara. Esse cara não, mano. Esse cara não. Pô, no primeiro jogo eu vou tirar... Esse cara não. Esse cara rapidinho não, cara. Esse cara rápido não. Eu odeio esse cara rápido.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Filha da puta. Pra que lado? Pra cá? Não sei, vou pra cá. Cabana de caça, Watery. Ih, caralho. Aham. Toma. Mais um. Era pra servir tipo como se fosse um campo de tiro.
There's another cult stash.
Colocar depois de usar. Mudei o código conforme o pedido. Porra, aí é foda. Mudou o código da caixa, cara. E aí? Nunca vi. Pera aí. Ah, calma, já sei. Não, eu chuto que eu sei, né? Opa, manuscrito.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskalis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local, a man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
Ele realmente falou isso? Eu não prestei atenção. Ah, meu inventário tem um. Bom, eu acho. Posso estar maluco, mas eu acho que a senha nova é 257. Posso ser. Eu acho. Ou algo perto disso. 25 e. Então 7, 5, 2, 5. Calma, já sei. Aqui tem duas flashes, aqui é 5, 2, 7, pô. 5, 2. Ah lá. Caralho. Deixa eu botar isso aqui numa tecla de atalho. Espaço rápido, botar no 3. Vou botar o negocinho aqui no 4. Aí eu tenho que ir pro Coffee World, que eu nem sei onde fica. É seguindo aqui. Então eu não vou seguir aqui. Eu vou seguir aqui. Eu não tenho como fazer isso, cara. Mais uma página. Eu não vou mexer com isso agora. Toma, e lau. Encontrei outro possuído morto perto da torre de rádio. Parecia ter sido espancado até a morte. Tinha um cheiro, um negócio estranho de tricô perto do cadáver também. Eu levei no corpo, mas já é a terceira vez neste mês. Fiquem todos atentos. Precisamos encontrar esse cara e mostrar para ele que a seita da árvore fala sério. Aqui é um lugar sem saída. Aqui, no caso. Aqui é outro caminho que eu tinha visto. Ele dá num canto sem saída.
There's a rhyme over here.
Aquela coisa lá. Isso aqui costuma dar merda, viu? Aqui é outro caminho, que eu tava subindo por aqui, né? Eu encontrei o cara aqui. Ele tava aqui em cima. Vamos lá. O doce animal de bela coroa corre pela mata com o temor que se amontoa. Do caçador, ele foge por entre as árvores do bosque para sair vivo. Pô, cara. Corre pela mata com o temor do caçador, ele foge por entre as árvores.
Nope. Nah.
Ah.
Yes.
Que eu mudei. O que eu fiz? Não mudou nada aqui, não? Fez sim, eu ouvi, gente.
Okay, then.
Meu Deus, quanto tempo pra carregar? Porra, fudeu, cara. Assim, ali tem uma cabana, né? Eu vou ali, vou guardar umas coisas na caixa. Vou voltar. Cadê a... Isso aqui é bom, mas eu vou guardar esse kit de primeiros socorros. Porra, essa daqui é bom, cara. Nossa, peraí que eu tento que... Aqui. Isso. Pega aqui, move. Move pra cá. Pronto, agora a gente vai lá pegar.
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Que eu vou guardar esse aqui também. E tem um recipiente ali. Mas ele é um recipiente que tá trancado, não é? Ué. É pra cá? É. Pô, cara, você de... Ai, porra. Não era pra descer que não, cara. Era pra seguir pra cá, ele tá falando? É. Ah, é desse aqui. Então, não funciona, perdi uma bala. Mas valeu a tentativa. Bom, eu vou salvar o jogo. Eu vou finalizar esse vídeo aqui. Muito obrigado por você assistir. Não esqueça de gostei, se inscrever e até a próxima. Valeu.